So, guy, no, you say this one. No, you say I be professional for this. So, in fact, last night I just did a reason. I'm like, how thing I want ask this man. How I want to start. Like, I just dey think about like, man, good thing we say we don't day before we don't talk a few
Yeah.
times. So it's like this is just it's like just two people talking and reflecting on the events of everything will happen. So if you don't mind, like if you walk me through waiting like your routine that morning, like how did the day just start as a normal day? Was there any feeling in your mind? Like did you ever think anything
Okay.
weird was going to happen that day?
It happened on November, 8th of November 2025. That was Saturday. I was home with the kids. So my wife prepared for shop and she asked me to drop her off. So I drove her to the shop that morning. I didn't actually waste time. I stopped. I stopped her in the shop, then I drove out. So I came back home. Did I go to the gym that day? No, I didn't go to the gym that day. It was Saturday. I didn't go to the gym that day. So I came back home. I was with the kids, just playing. I spent much time on my phone and all that. So what has happened? I can't really give a recount of what happened the whole day, but in the evening time when my wife was done with her work, so she called me on phone that if I'm less busy, I should come and pick her from the shop because I
This is
always,
something you normally do.
yeah, it's my routine. Like in the morning, I drop her off in the morning. Then in the evening, when she's done with work, I will go to her shop and pick her up. So that evening, she called me that she's done and I should come and pick her from the shop. So I drove. I was in New Owerri.
Okay.
I was in New Owerri then when she actually called me. So I now drove from New Owerri to MCC Junction by School Road. Our shop is located there. So when I get to our shop, I park just in front of our shop because there is a dual road. If you're conversant with that School Road by Tetsulo,
Yeah.
it's a dual road and I think it's one lane parking. So I parked right in front of her shop. So I was now waiting for her to finish, lock the shop. Though she was done with what she was doing, she was just rounding up. So as I parked my car, I put my car for central lock. I just stay inside. They press my phone. Because that's the normal thing I always do. When I go to pick her, if she's not done, I will just park in front of her shop. Whenever she's done, she go lock her shop, then we'll now go. So that evening, I parked, waiting for her to finish up. So we'll go home. I was pressing my phone inside the car. 10 minutes after I parked in front of her shop, there's this black car that just drove in. The car tried to park behind me. I was seeing the car from my rear view mirror. So he was trying to reverse back, trying to park where I was just monitoring the situation. The next thing, he hits me from the back. Wow. Like the noise was very loud. And at that point, I didn't come down immediately. Like I took my time to come down because my car was on and I didn't actually park. The gear was staying in drive. I was just holding the brake. But when I heard that noise, I have to put the gear in park. So the guy came down before me. He was not expecting the damage he caused. So
What did the guy look like?
Is it?
Did you remember what the guy looked like?
He's a tall guy, fair. Tall guy and fair. He was wearing a black short sleeve like mine. So I now came down. So I was like, guy, why you hit me? He was like, he's sorry, like he wanted to park where. Immediately I turned, I saw 3 guys running towards me. The car that was parked behind him is the keke bus, this shuttle bus. They were all together. So 3 guys approached me immediately. They were armed. One was wearing this special force, this police special force long sleeve. That this long sleeve shirts they wear, they write special force here. So one of them was wearing that special force. So when I saw that guy, my initial thought was, okay, he's a police. So I was thinking maybe all these SARS harassment and all that. Because the first question they asked, where is your phone? Do you get? I didn't actually give them my phone immediately because I was trying to process the situation and understand what is happening. So he asked me I should give him my phone. I hesitated and the guy was like, you want to run? I said, no, why I want to run? So he said, make I give him the phone. He was pointing gun at me, so I now gave him the phone. So one of them now said, shoot this guy before he run. Immediately he made that statement. The next thing I had was gunshot on my leg. And that was when people realized that these people are not police, that this guy is being robbed.
Yeah.
People now started running. My wife was still inside her shop. It was when she now had a gunshot. According to her, she said she had a gunshot and the lady she was making hair said is knockout because this was November approaching December. It was now when people started running that they now came out. So after they shot me, the guy collected my wristwatch. The wristwatch I was wearing, Michael Kors, collected my wristwatch, collected my phone. They searched me, collected my
But
car
then you were
key.
on the ground.
I was on the ground.
Can you recall what was the first thing that went through your mind when you got shot?
Bro,
How did it feel? Did you feel anything?
at that point, I didn't actually feel pain.
Okay.
But I felt numbness because the gunshot was here. I was standing with my two legs together. So he shot me. And the bullet went from here, came out from this leg and entered the second leg. So I was still standing. But when I tried to make a step, I now fell down because the leg went numb immediately. So when I now fell down, people thought this guy don't die. So people started running. You understand? So when I fell down, the guy who shot him was still pointing the gun at me. At that point, I felt, okay, this is the end. Because he has shot the first shot. So I'm thinking he's going to shoot again because he was still pointing the gun at
Was
me.
it a rifle or a pistol?
Is it?
Was it a rifle?
Yeah, it was a rifle. He was still pointing the gun at me. So he now asked me I should lie down flat. And I lay down flat in there. So the guy that hit my car now went inside my car. He was the one that drove off my car. He now reversed the car. And my car was facing that MCC. If you're very conversant to that road. He now reversed the car, turned, he made a U-turn facing Tetilo. Now drove off from that Tetilo. I was still lying down there and the guy was still pointing gun at me until their car followed suit. He now crossed the road, now entered my own car. No, he didn't enter my car. He entered their car. It was that guy that hit me that was in my own car. Okay. So they now drove off.
And another person drove the keke bus.
Yeah, another person drove the keke bus. So it was more like a planned something. They were there waiting for me to come. So everything took me unaware. Like, the environment is a very busy environment. People that are conversant with MCC, Junction, school roads, a very busy environment. And that place during evening time, during night time is always busy. Yeah. And when this thing happened, shops were still opened.
At what time?
It happened around 7:30 p.m. Yeah, 7:30 p.m. Bro, it was a traumatic experience.
Can I imagine?
A traumatic. And now I'm hypertensive. Okay. Yeah. So when the thing, this is my first time of being shot. I've not been shot before, though I've been on gunpoint before. That was during 2023 election, during PWB election. And the crazy part is also towards that ASICS.
With who was pointing, like policemen as well?
Is it?
Was it?
Yeah, it was policemen. I even have the video. I think I have the video on my phone. They were trying to snatch ballot box and EFCC came that day. Okay. Police was also there that day. So they were having a shootout. I was recording them. Okay. So the policeman now noticed I was recording them. He now came down from the car and approached me, pointing gun at me, asked me to lie down. So later he asked me to delete the video. I deleted the first video. He now asked me to run. I now moved. So that was my first experience of being on a gunpoint. So this one is the second one, and this is the first time I was actually shot. The first time I was I was shot.
Mm.
So, like they say, if you hear the gunshot, the shot is not for you. When I had the shot, I felt the guy didn't shoot me.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Because we weren't feeling pain at
I
that
didn't
time.
feel pain at that moment until I tried to step forward, and I noticed that my left leg has gone numb, like totally numb. I lost sensation on this leg. I lost sensation on this leg. It was a very crazy experience. And after that, okay, when the night left,
Yeah.
people now started coming.
But then were you still on the ground?
Yeah, I was sitting on the ground. I couldn't get up because this leg was numb. So some people felt I don't die.
Yeah.
Because at that point, nobody knew where they shot me. They had a gunshot, and I was lying on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they now left, people started coming back with my wife. So there's this shuttle guy and this keke bus guy that stopped, and they carried me into the car. My wife, she even forgot to lock her shop because she was traumatized.
Of course.
Everything happened in front of her. She forgot to lock her shop. What she did was just close the door. So we are looking for the nearest hospital. And the crazy part, this thing happened when FMC was on strike. Doctors were on strike. So
Which
we
is
couldn't,
crazy that
very
doctors are on
crazy.
strike.
Doctors were on strike then. So we couldn't go to FMC Owerri.
Yeah.
FMC Owerri, now teaching hospital. I think they've changed it to teaching hospital now.
IMSU teaching hospital, right?
I think, yeah, Imo State. I think, is it Imo State University Teaching Hospital? I think it is Federal University Teaching Hospital.
Okay.
Yeah. It was formerly Federal Medical Center. They now changed it to teaching hospital now. So doctors were on strike. So we couldn't go to FNC. So we went to a hospital in Amakoya.
Okay.
I think Akwakuma, yeah. After the Amakoya flyover, Akwakuma, Humanity Specialist Hospital. Bro, it was a crazy experience. Like when we got there, before doctor attended to me, it took like 30 minutes. Why? Short of staff. They said doctors were on strike, and so many patients, like the hospital was choked. So I have a friend working in that hospital. That's actually what gave me a preferential treatment. I have to contact him, Stitch Doctor.
Okay, yeah.
No, they took my phone. So there's no way to contact Stitch Doctor. And he was not on duty that day. He was not working nights that day. So I have to use my wife's phone, search him on Instagram, send him message that I'm in your hospital, that I just got shot and all that. So I think before he read the message, the doctor has already attended to me. So they did the physical examination, and they saw the entrance of the bullet, the exits, and the second entrance. So they said I needed an X-ray so that they can know where the bullet is lodging and if there is other fragments and that. Because at that time, they were not sure if it is one bullet.
Okay.
Because it was two entrance, like here.
Yeah, and the other side,
So they were not
sure. It was a rifle. I can imagine that was a powerful weapon.
Not powerful. And it was close range. That was why it penetrated the two leg. I was standing very close. Okay. So they said they are going to do an X-ray. And the crazy part, this hospital doesn't have X-ray machine.
Oh,
bro. Like that night, we they put me in an ambulance. In the ambulance, we now have to drive to Labrad.
Yeah.
In New Owerri.
New Owerri, yeah.
From Amakohia to New Owerri that night.
And you were still bleeding.
I was still bleeding. And the crazy part, like when we were going, police actually stopped us again. Police stopped us and was like, okay, the ambulance I was trying to explain to him that they are rushing this guy to X-ray. They want to do surgery and all blah blah. We were delayed there for like 10 minutes.
An ambulance
was delayed for 10 minutes. The police was questioning. They saw me. I was bleeding. I did there. They bleed. They were questioning the guy. The guy showed them his ID card that he's from so hospital, that we are going to Labrad for an X-ray. They delayed us there for like 10 minutes before they now let us go. So we went to Labrad, we did the X-ray. The result came out, I think it took about 20 to 30 minutes. The results came out, they gave us the results. We came back to the
What was
hospital.
going through your mind what was your mind on? Like, while they were saying, okay, no
Like,
X-ray machine, you have to go and do X-ray.
okay, what was going through my mind? Like, I was aware of hospital negligence.
Okay.
Like, people die,
Yeah.
not because of the cause
Yeah.
of their ailment or what happened to them, but because of the negligence
Yeah.
from hospital. So I was very scared.
Mm.
Like, let Nigeria not happen to me. Nigeria has already happened to me. Nigeria insecurity has happened to me. They shot me. But let Nigeria not end my life. Because at that point, I needed an emergency response.
Yeah.
But the emergency response was not there. And outside the country, when something like this happens, they start treating you from the ambulance. Like
Yeah.
they start immediately from the ambulance.
Yeah.
I think there is first aid. They try
Of course.
to stop the
EMTs
bleeding,
are
control the
actually,
bleeding and all that.
yeah, they're skilled in
I was
emergency
still
care.
bleeding.
They hadn't done
They've
anything
not
to
done
control
anything.
the bleeding.
They just asked, let's go and do X-ray. I was still bleeding. I was just lucky that the bullet didn't hit an artery. So the bleeding was not that too much, but blood was gushing out. Do you get? So it was a traumatic experience for me. At that time, bro, I was thinking death. Am I going to survive this? My heart was beating very fast. I was having palpitations. Like my heart was beating very fast, very fast. So when the result came out, the guy showed us the results. I couldn't interpret the results. So I remember I asked him if the bullet actually did any damage. He said he can't tell. But I'm lucky the bullet did not hit the femur bone. That it passed very close to my left femur bone. Then on the way to the second one, the right one, very close to it, it stopped.
Mm.
I didn't actually touch the bone. So I went back to the hospital. That was when the hospital now attended to me. When after seeing the X-ray, the doctor came, said they are going to do surgery. They're going to open up the place, bring out the bullet fragments, bring out the bullet itself and all that. I said, okay, let them do the surgery. God, now there I come here, everything shocked me that the surgeon is not on duty.
Guy, what the hell, man? See the hell, God. Almost.
That the surgeon is not on duty, that they can't do the surgery that night, that the surgeon will come the next day. I was in ICU. They just put drip. They all put drip for my body. Put this their monitoring machine. There is this, I don't know what they call it. I don't know the medical term for that machine. I think the machine was just monitoring my heartbeats, my blood pressure, my temperature, and all that. All I was just hearing was just the sound of that machine. Ping, 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 ping. I called the nurse. Alpha.
At this point, were you feeling any pain?
I was not feeling pain, just numbness.
Numbness.
You understand? But I was bleeding.
Yeah.
I called the nurse that Alpha say they don't fit do this surgery this night. And the nurse was like, there's nothing they can do. Bro, and there is nothing they can do that night. No surgeon on duty. I was just there in the ICU, bro.
It's fucking weird.
It was a very traumatic experience. Very, very, very traumatic experience. What they did was just, they used a white bandage to control the bleeding, then put me on drip.
Yeah.
And that's all. I was not messaging my guy on Instagram. Say, please, can you come? And I'm scared. Make I not die. Yeah, my doctor.
Yeah.
My friend is a doctor. He was in that hospital. I was not messaging through my wife Instagram that I need an urgent help. That if they can't do this, they should let me know. Let's go to another hospital. But the nurse was like, even if they recommend me to go to another hospital, that there is no doctor in those hospitals to attend to me. That doctors are on strike. The doctors are on strike. There is no doctor to attend to me, bro. I was awake throughout the night. I was scared to close my eye. I was thinking, at the time, I was thinking like, if I sleep, I feel die from my sleep. Bro, I was scared to close my eye. I didn't sleep throughout that night.
You can imagine.
I didn't sleep throughout that night because I was just like, if I close my eye, I feel just die. So let me just stay awake. So I was just awake throughout that night till the next day on Sunday around 2. That was when the plastic surgeon now came. They asked us to make a deposit. We made deposits. They now moved me to their theater and they did the surgery. The surgery lasted for like, I think 2 hours or so.
Okay. Were you awake?
Yeah, I was awake. They gave me an analgesic, but it was half, not full.
Okay, local anesthesia.
Yeah, anesthesia from, I think, from my waist down to my leg.
Okay.
I could feel from here up, but I could not feel from here down. So they did the surgery. My wife was there with me.
Okay.
My wife was there with me. Like, she's a very strong woman.
Yeah, how was she?
Like, mentally, like,
Yes,
I didn't expect her. My siblings were there. All of them came. They asked my sister if she wants to be in the theater. She said, no, my wife said she wants to be in the theater with me. She was in the theater with me. She was the one holding me and trying to keep me engaged from not falling asleep. Because they needed me to be awake throughout the surgery. So sometimes she'll be talking to me. I feel like sleeping or she will tap me. But I didn't sleep throughout the previous night. The night before I was awake throughout. So during the surgery, I was feeling sleepy. But she was there to keep me awake. She's a very strong lady mentally. Like she was there throughout the surgery. She saw everything throughout the surgery. The surgery lasted for like 2 hours. After 2 hours, they moved me. Okay, after the surgery, another shock is that after the surgery, they didn't have room. Like patient room. They didn't have like, what was it called? The whole rooms was occupied.
Yeah.
They didn't have room to put me.
So where were you kept?
They took me back to the ICU.
Oh.
And that ICU, that's a very traumatizing place to be.
Yeah.
Because every 5 minutes or 10 minutes, emergency is coming in. I was in that ICU. 3 people died in that ICU. No, 2 people actually. I think one was recommended to another hospital. They moved on, but 2 died in that hospital that night. Do you get? So, after surgery, I was supposed to sleep, at least rest.
Yeah.
But due to the ICU is not a private room. It's just I don't know how to explain. It's an open place with so many patients, people that are in critical conditions that need intensive care. And that night, they were bringing in so many people with different medical conditions. Near death, bro, guy, the noise. Like, you will try to make you sleep small. The next 5 minutes, they don't bring another patient. In family, they cry, they shout, doctor, please, my husband, they die, my wife, they die, doctor, please, save my wife. Like, bro, and you just survived a near-death event. Like, something traumatic just happened to you. And you are in a place where you're seeing people die.
That's the worst place you need to be.
That's the worst place. I spent 48 hours in the ICU.
Whoa.
Like, 48 hours in the ICU before they now moved me to. Okay, I think they discharged someone the next day on Monday, so there was space. They now moved me to a private.
By now, have you started feeling any pain in your legs?
Yeah, I think the what's it called?
The
anesthesia, right?
Yeah, anesthesia.
Anesthesia. I think it lasted for like 6 hours.
Okay.
After the 6 hours, the whole pain came at once.
Both the pain of the surgery and the pain
of the surgery and the pain of the bullets and everything. It was very, very painful. Like, very, 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 very painful. Very, very painful. Bro, like, that 48 hours I spent in that ICU, I think it opened up somewhere in my brain. Like, do you know, I've not actually thought about death, like dying before. I've had people around me die. Like my mom is late, my father is late. Do you get? Even my elder sister is also late. Like I've buried 3 people in my family. So I've seen death, but experiencing it myself, I've not. So that 48 hours in ICU, like,
How were you processing the whole thing? Thinking about like literally, bro,
bro,
you
I
could
thought
die here.
I was thinking I will die here. And at the same time, I was also thinking I'm dead. Do you know, several times I would just wake up, I would pinch myself just to make sure this is not dream, just to
Yeah,
make sure
yeah,
that
yeah,
I'm not already, I don't know if
yeah.
you're getting what I'm trying
Fully.
to say. At the time, I'll just get lost in my thoughts. I'll just feel like whatever that has happened, like this is another world. See, I don't die. I actually felt that way. See, I don't die. I go pinch myself. I go try do something so it go make me feel say, okay, I still did this. I still did this life. You get. Yet when I come the reason say, it should say I never die. And this thing way I dey see everything will happen now and I dream.
The other side.
See, I did the other side now. Like I don't die. I did dream. Everything will happen now and I dream. Like I will try kick myself off from that mental state. Do you get? I will engage my wife with talk immediately. Begin. How is the children? How is everybody? Call them. I want to talk to them. Yeah, I was just making random requests just to convince my brain that I'm still alive.
Did they understand? I mean, your kids, did they understand what was happening to you?
They didn't understand. Like, they didn't understand what was actually happening to me until they came to the hospital. It's my first son that actually, when he came to the hospital, he didn't want to see me. Like, they didn't want to see me. I asked them to come in. So my daughter, she was just playing around, but my son, who is older, when this thing happened, he was 6 years. He'll be 7 by this month. He was aware that something is wrong with daddy. And so he was feeling bad, like he was very quiet. I could see it looking at him that he knows something is happening, that something is not right with dad. That's it.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Especially this part you talked about, having to process to be sure, like whether you're still here, or whether you're gone.
See, I be don't die, bro.
I don't think this thing before. Like, I don't think like this thing now. Weirdly, one of my weirdest thoughts. I don't think about death so many times. Like I've thought about it a lot, and especially the concept of what happens after somebody is no longer here. I don't did imagine them. Especially when it happened to my dad. I was imagining like because my dad had this, well, not reputation, but like, well, call it reputation of being a good man. That was the main thing. That's the main thing everybody knew him by. Like, he's a good man. He's in heaven. He's there and all. But my own understanding of heaven and hell is like, I feel like it might be way more weirder or different than we're even picturing it. Because sometimes I find myself thinking, what if everything is actually here? And okay, one thought I was going through because of what you said, that's why I started thinking about this again. Like, what if heaven is really like, let's say, okay, you got shot that day, boom. Thank God you're not dead, but let's say you died that day. What if heaven is like, okay, now you're dead, but you don't know you're dead, but you just woke up to you got shot, boy, and then and now you woke up again, and then let's take him to the hospital, let's take him to the hospital. But to everyone else, you're dead.
Whatever you're explaining, I felt it. This was the exact way I felt. Lying in that theater, that their surgical table, when they were moving me, I was just imagining, are you sure I'm not dead? Like I was just having these random thoughts in my head. Like, are you sure I'm not dead? I'm not in another realm or in a dream.
Yeah.
Just thinking or having a flashback of everything that happened.
Yeah.
I actually felt that way, bro. I was in that state mentally. Like I felt it. Like I was just gazing upon death. That period.
Oh,
It was very near death experience. And that incident actually made me understand that it is a thin line between life and death. And within a second,
it can happen
it
just
can
like that.
happen.
Yeah, just like that.
It's just a thin line between life and they just say, this is life. Okay, this is life. This is death. What is separating these two is just a thin line. You can cross
Yeah.
within a second.
I had that experience working in that accidents and emergency unit, not this one here, but the one in Umuahia, Federal Medical Center, Umuahia. I did a couple of months of my industrial training there. And that was when the first time I actually came in contact with what doctors go through. And I'm like, bro,
Bro,
this thing not be what I want to do.
I think most doctors, they are numb.
Yeah, they
Like
are numb because of it.
the experience
Of course,
and the practical experience they've had in hospital
of course.
have actually made them
Yeah, they're
numb.
numb to it. Yeah, most of them.
Bro, like the 48 hours I spent in ICU, I've not actually recovered from it.
That's what
Like,
makes you like a normal person.
and
It
I
just
have
shows
not
you your
actually.
temperament is different from doctors and nurses who are
I
there.
was seeing a movie 2 days back. They showed the hospital in that movie, and the beep of that machine gave me a flashback. Like, it gave me a flashback of my experience in that ICU. I've not actually recovered. Like, I've not actually, let me say, I've not moved on, but I've grown around it. I've not moved out of that phase, but I have actually grown around it. To go. I think doctors, I don't know how they do it. I don't know if they teach them in school, in medical school, how they
I don't
become
think you
numb.
can. I don't think they can teach that one in school. I think it's experience is over time. You actually tell yourself, like me now, that I told myself, I saw that thing a couple of times, and I was like, no, guy, I can't deal with this thing. I can't deal with this. What broke the whole thing for me was when I was there. It was just like a very quiet day. We're like, okay, nothing much that happens to Bill. In the next like 30 minutes, one luxury bus carrying like 20 something youth corps members that had an accident in the expressway. Almost all of them were dead. The few ones that were not dead were mangled. Like you see the way they carry they bring out bodies, live meat. You know how they bring out meat from when butchers they bring out meat. And so they bring out human beings with the mangled. It's like, guy, this thing, I just think
it's really crazy.
so. On one hand,
I've seen people die. Just like I said earlier on, my dad, mom is late, but having a practical experience of it.
yeah.
When I lost my mom when I was very young at 6. When I lost my dad, it didn't actually break me that much.
How old were you when your dad died?
I was 14 when my dad died.
That's still pretty young.
Yeah, I was 6.
So young.
I was 6 when my mom died. Then I was 14 when my dad died. But the death that actually broke me is the death of my sister.
Yeah.
So after my sister died, I felt like I'm fearless. Like nothing will ever break me again. Because that my sister was very close to me. So after her death, I was like, it was even the death of my sister that made me question so many things about life, religion, Christianity,
Right.
and all that.
Those big questions.
I ask so many questions because if someone is not supposed to die, she's not supposed to die. She's someone that can pray 24 hours. She's someone that can spend the whole of the day in the church, but she died. So I was very close to her. Her death actually broke me. And after I moved, I won't say I've actually moved on from it. I didn't move on from it. I just have to accept that she's no more here. So after I accepted that she's dead, I thought say nothing will ever move me again.
Was she sick?
And she was sick. So I said nothing will ever move me. Say death no feel. Say even though they carry dead body past here, I say I not go even feel her.
Yeah.
It was like I felt I became numb inside because I have to mask that pain. You know, someone that you lost your mom when you were very young.
Yeah.
Your dad died when you were very young. Then a sibling you grew up with. someone you're very close also died. Like 3 people. So I've had traumatic experience. I had a very
How old
traumatic
were you
childhood.
when your sister's one happened?
And when I started, I think I was 24. I was 24. That was I was 24. I think that was 2018. Yeah. I think I was 25. I was 25 then.
Mm.
I was 18. So I thought I've don't conquer fear of death. Because it was actually after my sister's death, I started living life on the edge. I was living life on the edge, like, even though I died today, nothing.
Mm.
But what actually slowed me down is when I had my first child, 2019.
Yeah, man, that changes everything, bro.
And I
That
had my
changes
first child,
everything, man.
2019. And that's okay. I now started withdrawing. I started slowing down my life, like stop being on that fast lane. Like I now have someone to live for.
Yeah,
So when I had my son in 2019, that was when I slowed down. Like I don't want to live this fast lane life again. Do you get? I have to
yeah,
be alive
yeah.
for my son. And this was actually what helped me in the hospital. But when I was struggling mentally, I was just telling myself that I have 3 kids.
Damn, man.
I need to be alive for
For
these
them.
children. My mom is late. My dad is late.
Yeah, man. Can't let these kids go through
I
this thing.
can't let these kids go through what I went through. Because my parents' death happened very early at my early age in life. I know what it exposed me to. The life I had, a very rough childhood. Do you get? If I'm not here again, my son is going to have that rough childhood. It's not become a generational something. And I've told myself it's going to stop with me. I'm not going to die young. This has always been my mindset, that I'm not going to die. Whatever killed my father will not kill me. I'm not going to die young, that I'm going to live for my kids. So in that hospital, when I had this traumatic experience, I was just telling God, like, I can't die. I have children looking up to me. So that thought of them actually helped to put me together mentally.
Yeah.
The thought that I have kids that I need to survive for actually helped to put me together. Actually, it actually helps me to put me together. And the moment I spent in that ICU made me realize that, bro, you see death, anybody can die.
Of course.
Anybody can die at any time. No matter how healthy you are,
Yeah.
you might not be sick,
Mm-hmm.
but if you die,
Yeah. Anything can happen.
because I saw people they brought in that hospital. Their family will be like, nothing they do more. He just wake up, or just like that, too. He begin sharp,
Yeah.
something like that. You know?
Yeah.
And when they check this person's medical history, nothing was previously wrong with him. He was just brought in emergency. And in some cases, they die. Like I said, I witnessed 2 people die in that ICU.
Sometimes I picture these ICU places as, I see those places as portals. I remember when I was
Yeah,
young,
that
I
place,
see
that place is
this a portal.
important.
Because you know how many people that go through that?
Many people have gone to hospital, but not many people have been to the ICU.
Of course.
Going to the hospital is, okay, let me say you are sick. You're having malaria, like you broke down out of stress. They took you to the hospital, they say you have malaria and all that. They admitted you in hospital. They give you injection and oral drips and all that. Maybe after 3 or 4 days, you get better, they discharge you. You've been to the hospital. That's a different experience. But going to the ICU, bro, it's a different experience. But that ICU, I think the meaning of that ICU is, I think, is intensive care unit.
Some people call it accidents and emergency unit.
Yeah, some people call it, but I think it's intensive care unit, that ICU. People that they put in that ICU are people that need intensive care, people that can die
all the time.
Like if your condition, they know your condition, that any slight mistake, this person can die. That's when they move you to ICU. So ICU is like a portal, like you said.
Yeah.
This is life. This is death.
Yeah.
You are either here or you cross over here. So it's like a portal. Once you enter that IC unit, if you are lucky, you come out alive. If you're not lucky, you'll be brought out as a corpse.
I'm telling you.
So that experience actually humbled me. It made me realize that anybody can die. And what actually happened to me also made me realize that no matter how much you plan your day, the universe have a different plan of how the day will run. If I was clairvoyant enough to see what will happen that Saturday, I wouldn't have gone out of my house.
Of course.
I wouldn't have gone out of my house. I was with my kids that morning. They all saw me. I was with them. I ate. I drove my wife to shop in the morning. I came back to the house. I went out. I did my normal routines. And that evening, this thing happened. That could have been the last time my kids would see me.
Of course.
You'll be like, say, Daddy just left, and they never saw him again.
That's crazy.
Bro, I had all these thoughts in the hospital. I was like, bro, that's what this life be. Like, person if you just come out house, make you no come back again.
Of course. Of course.
Because I left house that Saturday. I didn't come back to my house till 2 weeks. Because I survived it. Had it been I didn't survive it, I for not come back my house again. And that would have been that. My kids were like, okay, they were with dad today and he went out to bring mom. They didn't see him again. That's one crazy thing about death, like
about life.
In fact, there's a quote I was reading on Instagram. I think Instagram or Twitter. They said that your death is going to happen on an ordinary day during an unfinished plan. I don't know if you. I don't know. I'm trying to get the exact word of the quote. Say your death go happen ordinary day. If it be Monday, if it be Tuesday, if it be Wednesday, if it be during your unfinished plan.
Of course. Think about it. Like for everybody that has died, there are so many emails.
There are so many emails, so many plans
into their inbox, and some people saying, "Why are you ignoring me now? Why, guy? You need to reply my message. I recall your number." So many text messages. Like my papa won't like this. Now for his birthday, they do cake. They don't finish cake. Carry the cake. They come. So you might just imagine, picture that kind of.
Bro, it's really crazy. Like when you go out of your house, when you go out from your house and come back, it's a very big blessing. Like my experience taught me this. I'm this type of person that I don't pray. I don't actually believe in prayer. I believe in manifestation. I believe in affirmation. Like I speak. I'm someone that if I wake up today, I go, okay, I practice ordinary spirituality.
Okay.
I might get my Zoom or OJ and make a degree of how I want my day to be. I'm someone that I believe in commanding the atmosphere around me. I see prayer as begging. People that pray are people that are not self-aware of the power they possess. Like when you are praying, you are begging. But when you are manifesting, you are commanding. You are not begging. You are telling the universe, this is what you want. You are not begging for it. So when I wake up in the morning, I do my normal egofo. In Igbo spirituality, they call it egofo. I bring my inzu. I speak life to myself, speak life to my children, command my day how I want it to be. You get like in your job also. And I'm gonna do for echi.
But in a sense, that's still prayer.
Is it?
That's still kind of a prayer, don't you think?
No, it's not.
I think that maybe prayer is like, to me, well, I wouldn't say that I pray, because most people's conventional understanding of prayer is, oh Lord, Jesus, I beg. But I feel that if you're making requests or making demands to the universe, that's still some kind of, supplication. That's communication to a higher source.
Yeah, communicate. If you say it's a communication to a higher source, I will agree with you.
Yeah.
But me, I don't really believe in prayer. Like when I was short, I was not praying to survive. I was telling my higher self, I was telling God that I'm going to survive. In that hospital, I saw people. Okay, let me say this. Do you know the ICU, the hospital walls have had genuine prayers more than churches?
Yeah, man.
People say genuine prayers in
Yeah.
hospital
That's heavy, bro.
than
That's
in
heavy.
churches. So the walls of the ICU in particular have heard genuine
So that's
prayers.
safe to say you believe that everything is alive, right?
Yeah, everything alive.
Wow.
Let me just say, what's it called? I'm someone that believes that everything is alive, everything is God. God is
Facts,
everything.
bro. I
Like
believe that too.
that's my belief.
Every creation
Every
has an
creation,
element of God and
yes,
life
and
in it.
we are all connected.
100%. I believe that.
We are all connected. We are nature, nature is us.
Yeah.
We are God, God is us.
Yeah.
We are interconnected.
Yeah. I believe that.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, because the room I was staying, the private room, it's not actually a private room in the sense that I was not the only one there. Due to the hospital was choked, like there were many patients. So the private rooms, they were sharing it, like 2 persons per room. So the man I shared room with, the man has been in the hospital for like, I think 3 months. He had a spine surgery, like a spinal cord injury. They did a spine surgery, couldn't work. He's an elderly man. Every day, his wife wake up to pray, like by 4 a.m., 5, the wife will wake up to pray. I listen to the prayer and I ask myself, if prayer is actually real, why this man not go just stand up?
Yeah, you can't stand up because that's a spine. Your spine is compromised. What's going
That's
to
why it's
happen there?
compromised. So I was telling myself then that prayer is just a coping mechanism. It gives you hope, like things will get better.
Yeah.
You know, when you pray, I don't know, it gives you this hope that things will get better. That's the only thing prayer does.
It's like, a way of handing over authority of that situation, handing
That
over
session
agency to,
to whatever you believe in, God.
you believe that this person is taking it. It's not only up to me. It's now
Yes.
the higher source is also involved.
So this woman, the wife of this man, she wakes up every day. She will pray. The first 3 days we spent in the hospital, I was not praying. I don't believe in prayer. I don't pray. But my wife will always listen to Pastor Jerry. Every 7 a.m. she will on Pastor Jerry's NSPD morning prayer, and she'll put it in last speaker. I'll be hearing it. I'm not against whatever they are doing, but I believe this is not going to work for me. That if I get healed, it's my body healing itself. Because I have this knowledge, or I have read, you can't force healing. And a lot of people do not have this knowledge that you cannot force healing. Healing happens on its own. And the human body is designed to heal itself to an extent. Whatever happens to you, if you cut yourself now and start praying for that skin to cover, it will not cover. But if you cut yourself, you get treated. The wound is treated to avoid infection. The body will start healing itself. It's going to happen. You don't need to pray about it. So this is the mindset I had in that hospital, that I'm going to heal. It might be slow, but it will happen. So praying over it is just like giving myself hope. If this healing is going to happen, it will happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. There is nothing your prayer is going to do. I don't believe in miracle, though. Don't get me wrong. I believe in miracle. Like,
I don't believe in miracle.
Is it? A
not
miracles,
that I don't believe. What people call miracle,
yeah,
I don't call it
what
miracle.
Christians calls miracle,
Yeah.
like somebody can lay hand on you and somebody that medically they've said you're not going to live again, and someone lay hands on you and everything that's happening to you disappear. I don't believe in such miracle, as you get. But what I mean by I believe in miracle is that there are some events that is beyond. There are some events that will occur. We understand that it is not like it is beyond our reasoning. Like this thing will just happen now is supernatural.
That's life. Everything about life is the biggest miracle. Like the fact that we are here and I'm making sounds from my mouth and you're understanding me and you're hearing me. I can see you, you can see me. Bro, these things are not ordinary. Those are the things I call miracles in my head. I believe that we live in a very mysterious, miraculous world already. So the fact that I can do like this and my hand, this thing I call my hand with fingers, like what is this? If you actually stop and think about our existence alone, you will see how bizarre the whole existence is. The fact that we're here on one round thing, just floating in the universe, floating,
That's floating.
bro. And this thing has been going on for how many millions of years? How many people have come through this world and gone? There's just something that happens that somebody you're with now, all of a sudden, the person is no longer there. But you're looking at the person's body, but the person is no longer there. Talking about death, what is that? Where has that person gone? Those are things that we don't understand. So I just feel like that's enough mystery already that we don't need to bring any other busybody like pray, miracle on top of it.
No, I don't believe. I don't believe.
Yeah,
No.
I mean all these things are unnecessary busybody to me. Because if we
It's
calm down like this,
unnecessary.
reason life,
It's unnecessary.
we'll see say life alone is the biggest miracle that should humble everybody. Everybody should just be calm, humble, thinking about life. What's the best way to go through this for? Understanding death and what death is. Because I feel like up until now, nobody has really understood what death is.
What are that?
Nobody knows what death is. Nobody knows. But when I am mad that one day I don't go there here again.
I swear.
But we don't know what is happening. What's going to happen after?
Do
We
you
don't know
know
what that is.
what happened
What's
to me?
happening?
When it's happened to me, I was just thinking about, like, I was asking myself question. This death itself, and just one day it will just stop to the breath.
Just like that. It don't be.
But due to the awareness I have, like, I'm a very spiritual person. I'm a very high conscious person. I just believe that death is not the end. This is my personal belief.
I believe that.
Due to my spirituality, that death is not actually the end. It's actually the beginning. A lot of people think that death is the end. Like when you die, that's the end of it. No, when you die, you just went out of this realm.
What do you think happens when we die?
Hmm?
What do you think happens? What's your personal thoughts on what happens when we die?
Like I've not actually, I never died before.
I know.
I
That's
never
your
died
speculation.
before. I've not actually died before. So I know if it tell you, say, this is what happens when someone dies.
But surely you have some thoughts about
from like my own thoughts and from my own spiritual belief. I believe in reincarnation. That's why I told you that death is not the end. It's actually the beginning of another cycle.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's the beginning of another cycle. And I'm someone that believes that we are spiritual beings having human experience on earth. We are all spiritual beings. What's living inside us is spirits. Our soul is a spirit. It just picked this body. We are just occupying this body. And when death happens, your soul leaves the body to choose another body.
Okay, do you think that reincarnation always happens in form of, like, if somebody dies as a human being, they'll come back again as a human being, or is it possible that they'll come back as another thing, another form of life, like a tree or a fish or something?
Okay, this thing now is that in Igbo spirituality, ordinary Igbo, That's what they call Iowa. Igbo spirituality is very deep. You see some people like they will, when they are passing through a hard time, they will tell you, in my next life, I'm going to be rich. Some will tell you, some will make mistake of saying, in my next life, I'm going to be a woman.
Mm.
Some will say, in my next life, I'm going to be a dog.
Mm.
So I believe this EU one now is just like an oath you have taken of what you want to be in this life before coming into this life. You get? That's why, how do I explain this now for people listening to understand it? Okay, let me just say, people make choices of what they want to reconnect to, but it is all tied to destiny.
Okay.
It is all tied to destiny. Like, we are actually deviating, we are going into a different, broader topic now, you see.
Yeah.
But if you should dive into it, it's going to take a lot of time. Like, get people, you say, when they did this life, they've been suffer. Before they died, they took an oath. Adorishi. At no one more zo. Agama wobonye. Most of them reincarnate back. And their next life, they become very wealthy people.
So that's probably something like word of mouth, something that happens in this lifetime. So their actions and their words in this lifetime determine how their next life will be.
Yeah, their next life. Get that person go suffer now.
Yeah.
Even without the person knowing, subconsciously,
Mm.
you see the person saying you that in my next life, I'm going to be rich.
Mm.
You see the person go tell us, in my next life, I'm not going to marry this man.
Mm.
Because the person will say, in my next life, I pray, may this man still be my husband. I pray, may this woman still be my wife. This is subconscious utterances because we are spiritual beings. Even without us realizing, we know that even if we live here, we are going to come back again. That's why we make those utterances subconsciously without knowing.
Yeah.
You see, person will tell you, say, in my next life, I will get money.
Mm.
Do you get? How is he sure that he's going to have a next life? That's his subconscious mind speaking at that moment. Because he's a spiritual being, having a human experience now. You get? And just like I said, I believe in reincarnation, and I believe death is not the end. It's actually a beginning of a new cycle. Like when someone dies, you leave this realm, you leave this body, because you're just occupying this body. You go into another realm. And if you have unfinished destiny, you're going to reincarnate, you're going to come back. People don't believe this. There are people that actually believe it, and I believe it. Like, I so much believe in reincarnation. I think the Christians, they don't believe in reincarnation.
But I feel
They believe in eternity. They believe in heaven.
but I haven't. The heaven.
No, they believe in heaven and hell. That's why they don't believe in reincarnation. They believe when someone is dead, you are either going to hell to suffer or you are going to heaven to enjoy. But in my own spirituality, I believe when someone is dead, if you have a destiny that you still have to fulfill in this life, because people die out of, and how do I say, people die suddenly without finishing their destiny here. Without finishing we all have what we came here to do. We are not just passing back. We all have a project in this life. Just like some people have identified what they are here to fulfill. Some people have not identified. Some people are here to learn a lesson. What happened to me at a time I was thinking, okay, this might be the universe teaching me something. Some people are here to learn a lesson. Some people are here to relearn.
See, this question of purpose and finding out what I'm here to do is something I've dealt with for a very long time. But to a very big extent, what helped me to answer I would say 95% of that question is having a child. When I had a child, when I had my first child, destiny just to can't say mapping, like this is what you are here to do. You're here to give this child the best of the best lessons, teach this child the best of, make sure that all the mistakes, all the stupidities that you're going through, it was almost like I was now looking at my own self through a bigger lens. Like I was seeing my child as me, like, oh my God, this is me. This is exactly how I came into this world. And now with my knowledge, I'm supposed to help this child to have a better life than me. I feel like what's a bigger purpose than that? Like, if someone actually understands what it means to be a good father to your child, I feel like that's the biggest, most meaningful purpose that anybody can have. Apart from finding your own unique path in life, if you have a child, I feel like, man, nothing feel past that responsibility.
Well, that responsibility on his own, a big purpose. Do you get? Just like I was telling somebody one certain time, what if the generational wealth that will come to your family is not going to come? And you're not the one to bring the generational wealth. It's going to be your child. It's going to come through your child. And the reason why you are here is to guide that child. And if you fail to guide that child, that generational wealth might skip to another generation. Like, from what you said now, when you have a child, you practically stop living for yourself. You start living for that child. Everything you think is how to make life better for this child. How to guide this child so that the child will not make the mistake you've made. Do you get? And if you fail to guide this child, right, the child will make the mistake you made. Before you know it, will become a generational
So it
pattern.
will take way longer for the actual.
If your purpose might be to break that pattern in that family, maybe your purpose while you are here on earth might be to break a particular pattern in your family. Okay, just like I say, this family now, they know they get successful marriage. At some point in life, the husband and wife will divorce. The children go scatter. Do you get? Your purpose here might be to break that particular pattern in that family. Now you now going to decide that it's going to end with you. That is going to end with you. Whatever pattern that has existed in your family before you is going to end with you and will not continue with your child. It's a purpose.
Yeah.
You can stand on it that, okay, this is my purpose on here to guide my children, have a better life, a better future. And it's going to cost you a lot. Because most of us transfer trauma to our kids without knowing.
Yeah.
So when you have made the decision that everything is going to stop with you, both patterns, trauma, whatever it is going to stop with you, you have to be consciously careful so that you don't transfer those patterns and trauma to your children. So how do you bridge it to stop with you?
You have to be extremely intentional with every day.
You have to be extremely intentional.
Keeping in mind
that's to say that some
guaranteed.
people might be here and their purpose is to break a particular pattern in their family. Maybe poverty pattern, break it off. Generational wealth starts with someone.
Mm-hmm.
Say this family now, they want to get successful marriage. One person will break that pattern. Successful marriage will start with that person, and he
Yeah.
will pass it down to the children. Do you get?
Mm.
So just like you said, you are right. It could be a purpose. But the reason why you are here is to guide your child, have a good future and all that. And it might not be a purpose for another person. That's why I say we are all here for different reasons. So the journey of finding that reason and that place ain't tough.
That's yeah.
Ain't tough. But once you identify the reason why you are here, you see even the universe will start aligning for you. Everything will just be like saying a straight line.
Yeah. Fact, man.
Everything will be like saying a straight line. It will just be.
Because plenty people in this life, like if something you were saying when you were talking about your experience in the ICU, it's like it puts everything in perspective. But for someone like you are already a very intentional, very self-aware person, very, high energy person. There are a lot of people, whole lot of other people that life is just happening to them. Like they know that they are aware of waiting that they happen, waiting that they talk for man. They know that they are aware,
Yeah.
waiting that they do. They just life just they happen
Like just they
to them.
They're just going with the flow.
Yeah.
They're just going with the
So
flow.
it takes someone like you, where they extremely thoughtful and intentional about everything to even, be thinking in this line. So another thing I was wondering, like for this whole experience, with someone like you who were they mentally strong like this is obviously a very, very, very tough experience for anybody to go through. Because even the toughest of the tough men in the world, the Navy SEALs and all that, let's talk about getting shot, man. Nigga, you got shot, bro.
I swear,
That
guy.
is not a small thing anywhere in the world. Nigga, this guy got shot. That's a very big thing. So what has been the most difficult, if I may put it that way, the toughest part of your recovery and the toughest part of the whole experience, if you can think about what has been the most difficult part of the whole experience for you?
The most difficult part of the whole experience for me is healing. Waiting for healing.
Especially you being a high energy person, going to the gym, you are just 4-plate squats.
Like I'm a very active person. You know me very well.
Yeah.
Like I'm someone that goes to the gym 5 days in a week. Like the gym life is my lifestyle.
Do you think that might have helped you in any way to even like survive this trauma?
It actually helped me. Actually, because the gym gave me this mental toughness that I can survive this.
And then, bro, those legs are thick, man.
And the legs actually helped me also. Before this whole thing happened, I was actually squatting heavy. I was doing 5 plates
I remember
for
you
reps.
just 5 plates.
Yes, I was doing 5 plates for reps. I had thick thighs, like.
Yeah.
I had very
That definitely helped.
And what actually helped, gym helped me very well. Like, it helped my healing because I was immobilized for 3 weeks. I was in bed for 3 weeks. I didn't lose muscle on my thighs. When you are immobilized for like 2 weeks, if you're immobilized for 2 weeks or 3 weeks due to injury, your muscle will start wasting. Like your muscle will go into atrophy. It will start wasting because it is not being used.
Exactly.
It will start becoming weak.
Yeah.
But due to the fact that I built enough muscle in my leg, I didn't have muscle waste. I didn't have atrophy. And the muscles actually helped me recover. I'm not in wheelchair. Like I can stand up, move around, and all that because of the leg strength I have. And this is the leg strength I built in the gym over the years. People with weak legs, people with low muscles downwards, when they have this kind of traumatic experience and have this leg injury, they might go into wheelchair.
Yeah. And then the whole mentally, they might just even give up. Like,
they might just
God,
mentally give up.
From there.
So gym actually helped it's helping in my recovery, and also gave me this mental toughness. Like,
Right.
I'm someone that believes that whatever it is I'm passing through, I will pull through.
Yeah.
Do you get? I will pull through. And the fact that I had an active lifestyle before what's happened to me is a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I always encourage everybody, don't, the best you can do for yourself is have an active lifestyle. You don't necessarily need to go to the gym, but make sure you're an active person. Active person in the sense that make sure you are the type of person that moves around.
Mm.
Don't stay indoors all the time. You get. I was able to recover fast from the surgery because I have an active lifestyle.
Mm.
Before this thing happened to me, I was not drinking. I was not smoking. Gym helped me stop these lifestyles. And when this thing happened to me, it helped my recovery. Like, my wound healed so fast, like even the doctor was surprised. Do you get? I had a surgery on these two legs. 4 openings here, 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 here. And within 3 weeks, the wounds were covered. If I'm someone that smokes, someone that abuses alcohol, someone that takes soda and all that, I might have difficulties
Yeah.
in recovering. So when I saw my body recovering that fast, like it gave me this boost,
Yeah.
this mental boost that I'm going to overcome whatever it is. Do you get? And again, not being able to be as active as I used to be actually affected me
Yeah, that has to
mentally.
be tough.
Very, very tough. Like, in my whole life, this is the first time that I've been indoors for like months.
Mm.
Do you get?
Yeah.
I've been indoors for like months. Unable to go to the gym, though I do work out. If you look at my
Yeah,
hands, you
of
see
course.
that I
You
still have,
pump.
I
Yeah.
still do some home workout just
Yeah.
to keep the muscles and all that. But that's being active, like someone that wakes up in the morning, you drive to the gym,
Yeah.
spend 3 hours in the gym or 2 hours in the gym or 1 hour in the gym, then you come back home. That aspect of me was paused,
Yeah.
and it's mentally,
Right. I can imagine.
is
Does
mentally.
that give you something to look forward to? Like, do you sometimes picture yourself skipping,
Yeah, I
you know,
picture myself. I
skipping,
picture
like that day
myself.
is coming?
Yeah. I picture myself doing all that. Sometime last month, I was just on my phone drafting out the workouts at my plans and goals when I resume gym.
Yeah.
Like, things I once took for granted.
Yeah.
Like,
How about that aspect of, did this whole experience give you more, like, did it bring you more in touch with that aspect of this evil aspect of humanity? Like, human beings, what we do to each other, like somebody can just literally just see somebody you didn't do anything to, can just literally see you and just want to take what is yours by force, by any means.
yeah, what happened to me actually taught me that that I should be aware of my environment. Like, not everybody you are playing with, not everybody you call your friends are your friends. Like, the heart of man is very wicked. Do you get? Because what happened to me, I didn't think it's going to happen to me. I never thought it would happen to me, but it happened to me. And what happened to me is not random. It's not coincidence.
Yeah.
It's a calculated attack.
Yeah.
It's someone that knows me very well that did that to me. Someone that knows that I go to my wife's shop at a certain time to pick her,
Mhm.
did that to me. And it was something they planned. They didn't just wake up and say, okay, we're going to attack this guy. We're going to snatch his car and we're going to shoot him. They actually sat down, made arrangements for it, planned it, maybe days, weeks before they carried it out. And it could be that the day they actually carried it out was not even the first day they've tried to do that.
Yeah.
Do you get? So it made me realize that people are wicked. humans are wicked. Like whatever you have now, there is someone out there wishing to take that away from you. It could be your body, like, okay, this guy now get nice body. Oh. This guy knows that if I go to the gym and work out very hard, I can get this kind of body. But he will not go to the gym and work that hard to get that kind of body. He will choose to sit down, obese, and envy you for the body you have. You might be driving a very nice car. And this person knows you got this car. You didn't wake up and own this car. You got this car through hard work. You hustled for it, you made money, and you bought the car. And him being young, he can also hustle for it, make money, and get that car. But he will not choose to hustle for it. He will want to take it away from you. Sometimes out of greed, sometimes out of envy. Do you get? So what I'm trying to say is that we should be aware of people around us. We should understand that if you don't have the heart of hurting someone, does not mean the next man does not have the heart of hurting someone. So don't put yourself in others. Don't assume people are you. You've not hurt someone before, never shoot gun before, never shoot person before. You believe say person go fit shoot you, na lie you.
I tell you.
You say?
I dey tell you.
Na lie, bro. Say you no fit do am, another man fit do am.
Of course.
And most of us sometimes we make the mistake of projecting our good aspect on others.
Yeah.
Like when you meet someone, due to the fact they're a very nice guy, you're a good person, you just project yourself to that person and assume this person is also good. So now why, if that person later hurt us, will come pay you? Because at the beginning, you didn't believe that he's capable of that. But if you are self-aware and have trained your mind to believe that humans are capable of evils, that we are all capable of violence, we are all capable of evils, but we have it under voluntary control. If you train your mind to believe that every human is dangerous, they just have it under voluntary control. Every human being is violent. Every human being is capable of evil, but some people have it under voluntary control. Do you get? So when you have the mindset that this guy is capable of hurting me, you will be self-aware that it might happen and you get ready for it. So whatever you are doing with that person, go they apply caution.
Yeah.
Go they as in environmental conscious.
Yeah.
See, because you've already trained your mind to believe, say, this person can hurt you.
Yeah.
So the person will fit take you unaware.
Yeah.
But if you are weak mentally to believe, say, this person no fit hurt you, bro, that person, if he later hurt you, the thought of, say, this person where you assume, say, no fit hurt you, doing this thing, fit kill you.
Exactly. Yeah, it will be too crippling.
Yeah. So what am I saying? That from my experience, from the gunshots and everything that happened to me, like, it opened my eyes to believe that anybody can hurt me. Even people I don't believe can hurt me, So I should be aware of that. It will help me to protect myself.
Yeah.
Again, no loose guards. No loose guard. No matter how nice your friends are, no matter how nice the environments are, always be conscious of people.
Yeah.
Just know that the probability of people hurting you is always there.
It's always there.
Sure. So if you choose not to see it, it's up to you. Just like people say, if you avoid signs, you will see wonders.
Okay.
So if you avoid to see the signs, when the wonders come, you will still see them. So accept it.
Yeah.
So people envy people for nothing. Like what happened to me, like I always say, is not a random something. Something somebody planned. Somebody sat down, planned this, made the arrangement, and carried out the hits. Do you get? And it's someone who is close to me, someone that knows me, that did that to me. Do you understand? So what am I saying in essence? Wherever you find yourself in this life, do not project your good aspects on others. If you're not capable of killing a fowl, another man is capable of killing a fowl. If you're not capable of hurting someone, another man is capable of hurting someone. Believe anybody can hurt you. And when you believe this, you start training yourself mentally about this. It
Yeah.
will make you to be very, very conscious of your environment, be
Yeah.
very, very conscious of whoever you are dealing with. Because the mistake I made was I thought no go happen to me.
Mm.
I always have that mindset, say, no go happen to me until it happened to me.
Yeah.
That was now when I now realized, say, if it happened to me.
Mm.
You understand? So what happened to me have actually taught me that anything can happen to anybody. Anything can happen to anybody. Do you get? Anything can happen to anybody.
Has there been any part of this whole experience that has like kind of been positive? Have you seen any positive aspect of the whole experience, like something beautiful about it that you noticed about humanity or about life generally in any way?
Yeah, like, yeah. I've noticed something positive about it. Like, okay, I'm this type of guy that believes that uh that's family, that you're only family to people by blood. But what actually happened to me made me understand that it's not only through blood that someone can be family to you. It made me realize that I have a good community around me. Like people called to check up on me. This is something I didn't know I have until it happened. Like people actually showed genuine concern.
Mm.
And another thing, positive thing that it also taught me is it strengthened my relationship with my wife. Like it strengthened the relationship I have with my wife. It made me see her from a different perspective,
The depth of our character.
the depth of her
I believe
character.
that character gets tested in times of
Times
extreme
of hard
adversity.
times.
Yeah.
Times of hard times. Like I've been with my wife for I've been with my wife for 8 years now. Before this thing happened, she doesn't know my password. She don't go through my phone, but I know her password. I go through her phone whenever I want to go through her phone. So when this thing happened to me, I lost my phone. I was using her phone to make calls and all that. The doctor that operated me, he made a statement that say my wife is a good woman. No. Say no be every woman feel leave their phone
The husband.
with their husband. Because after the operation, she will go out and she will leave the phone with me because people will try to communicate to me. I was with her phone.
Yeah.
Do you get? I was using her phone. So the doctor was like, she made that statement like, you've been with your wife phone since all this while. I said, yes, and I said they collect my phone. I say, no be every wife will go leave. I don't know if you are understanding. No be every wife will leave their phone with their husband. He now asked me, whether they leave my phone with my wife. I said, I don't they leave my phone with my wife. So the doctor was like, what if what happened to me made me unconscious? And my phone, they needed my phone to make a payment.
Yeah.
To save my life in an emergency situation. And my wife cannot unlock my phone.
That would have been
that
tough.
eh,
That would have been a tough situation.
my wife could not unlock my phone, but I could unlock her own. But she could not unlock my phone to make a payment to the hospital to save my life, and I died because of that. Bro, that thing, he said that thing casually. We're just having a normal conversation. He said that thing, but after, I was not thinking about it. That was the moment I decided that I'm going to tell my wife my password. Even when I got another phone, she knows my password now. We are literally using the same password. She knows the password to my bank account and everything that I used to hide from her. I have to, because this near-death experience made me understand that what if I didn't survive this?
Yeah, what are we holding on to? All
What
these
are
little
we? What
things.
be this
Yeah.
thing? What be this thing with the? I don't know if you understand.
I feel you.
So the thing that made me realize that I used to be this alpha guy. Say, my woman not supposed to go through my phone. What is she they go through my phone for? She's not supposed to know my password. You know all this man will say
Yeah.
the ratio that I say, man of the house, why your woman one. But this thing actually made me understand that guy,
Yeah, bro.
your wife should know your password,
Yeah.
bro. In case of emergency, she should know your password. Yeah, as a man, there are things you should hide from your wife, but there are
But
some
just
things
having
also.
your house in order, very important.
Having your eyes in order, very important. And what happened to me actually made me bonded with my wife more, because my siblings, they were there for me, but they were coming and they were going. They were just visiting. So she was there from the beginning and everything. At the hospital bed, I was lying down here. She would lie down on the floor. Every day, every night, she was there for me. When I was short of my leg, I have numbness of this leg. I couldn't move this leg that time. So I couldn't stand up. So if I want to poop, it's my wife.
Check out.
Do you get?
Yeah.
I never imagined being
Yeah.
in that situation in my
Needing
life.
help.
Like, I'm a very healthy, active guy. Yeah, but life changed that I was in that situation, that I need an assistance to poop. And I need the
Telling you,
assistance
bro.
for someone to clean me up,
Yeah.
bathe me. When I poop, you clean my ass and all that. She was doing that. And that actually made me realize that
Yeah.
she should come first in my life.
I remember someone, a big celebrity, talking about this. I don't know who he was. It was like he had an accident, and this is like a multi-millionaire. I think it was Kevin Hart. He had an accident. He was talking about when he realized the usefulness, like the value of his wife, was when he had that
That's what I'm
accident.
telling you
Exactly
now.
what you're saying.
That's what happened to me. Like, this experience made me realize that my wife should come first.
And you have a real one, bro.
Yeah?
You have a real one.
And I head on to that.
Yeah.
Like, and it actually improved our bond. If we were like this before this incident, after this incident, we became like this. Like, I started telling her things I never told her before about me. Even properties I had. There are some things I have to just open up and tell her. Nah, like, the whole situation made me realize that this person did for me.
Yeah, indeed.
Do you understand? You know what I'm saying? This person did for me. Go to say, if you want shit, like your wife, they pack your shit, they clean you up, they do everything. Something where I know, say, I know if you do it for person.
Yeah.
And I saw someone doing it for me.
Yeah, man, that's touching.
So the thing actually, I'm just telling the positive part of this whole incident.
Yeah.
I'm this type of man that, sorry to say this, even if she's going to watch this video later, I used to put my children first before her. But after this incident happened, and I realized that I need to put my wife first. And I can only love my children by loving my wife right. So this whole incident that happened made me realize that my wife should come first. Even right now, I will put my wife first before my siblings.
That's how it should be, actually.
That's how it should be, actually. But at first, I didn't know. Because of the traumatic childhood I had, losing my parents at a very early age. I didn't have father figure in my life. I grew with my siblings, so I have a special bond with my siblings, like a traumatic bond. Like we passed through the trauma together, so it bonded us.
Yeah.
Together. So I felt like nothing can come in between my siblings. Do you get? Even I don't know how to explain this. I'm somebody that held on to my sibling more than I was holding on to my wife. But this incident that happened to me made me realize that I should hold on to my wife more. Not that I should discard my siblings, but this lady is here.
I understand what you're saying. You know, there's this thing that happens I had to deal with it as well with my wife. Just in times of, like in my first year of marriage, the first thing I was dealing with was I used to snap easily. Like there's some things that my wife will say to me and I'll snap. I'll get angry. I might not snap at her, but I'll get angry in my head. Like, why this girl they tell me this thing? Then one day in my head, I was thinking, this same thing when my wife do now or when talk. If now my younger sister do this thing, I no go vex.
I swear.
I no go reason now.
I swear.
But there is one level of entitlement that comes with your siblings, being your blood relative. People forget your wife is not your blood relative. She's a stranger.
She's a stranger, yeah.
That you now made family.
Family.
But now the idea of family means being able to bring that stranger and making that person family. It even speaks more.
That was why I was saying that I used to think that family is only by blood.
Yeah.
I was having this mindset that the only stranger in my house is my wife. But this incident that happened to me made me realize that
family is everything.
Family is everything. And she said she be my number one.
Of course.
Because if anything to happen to me, before my siblings will come, she don't dey. Do you understand? She don't dey. So the positive part of this whole thing that happened to me, just like you asked, is that it helped me bond with my wife more. And crazy enough, it also helped me bond with my children. This is the first time I'm staying home with my kids. Like, I've not actually stayed home 24 hours before. Like, from morning to night, you day house. The next day, you day house. You know that kind of thing. I'm this kind of person that I move. I'm always on the move and all that. But this whole situation confined me in a place. And it made me understand that, bro, this is all I have. Whatever around me now is all I have. You get? And they are the ones that has kept me going. My wife, my kids, like, even when I break down mentally, looking at them, I need to pick myself up. I need to get better. I need to recover. Like, I need to do my rehab. There's sometimes that I will have self-doubts. Like, am I going to heal? Like, am I going to walk normal again and all that? Like, I could just relapse to get. But when I look at my kids, I know that I need to be strong for them. They don't need to see me weak. You see me, I would also go. They do exercise, do this. They do my rehab. They give me that motivation to recover and get back on my feet faster and all that. So the positive part of it, I have a very good bond with my family before, but this thing happened now, actually increased that bond. It actually increased that bond. That's the positive part of this whole thing that happened to me.
And of course, the healing, man, the whole healing process. I have to say, bro, you've carried this whole thing with so much grace, like,
bro.
And I know it can't be easy, but you've carried it with so much grace, and it's kind of an inspiration to see how you're recovering from the whole thing, bro.
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot of people will get inspired by this.
Yeah, healing starts from the mind.
Yeah.
Now, you can convince your body to heal. You can convince your body to heal. Like, the human body is designed to heal itself. Even though we need medical treatments and all that, but the human body is designed to heal itself. And it all starts from
The mind.
the mind. This saying they say in neuroscience that neurons that fires together, wires together. Like whatever you constantly think about, your body starts to shift towards that direction. If you constantly think about healing, constantly think about being on your feet again, you constantly remind yourself you're going to stand on your feet, you see your brain pushing towards that aspect.
Yeah.
Do you get
neuroplasticity?
Yeah, neuroplasticity. You get. And when you constantly doubt yourself, like you're not going to recover, no, you're not going to heal. You're also telling your brain to accept that you're not going to heal. And that healing will not happen.
True.
Do you get? So healing starts from the mind. That's what I'm telling people is that whatever you're going through in life, is it traumatic experience, a financial experience, whatever it is you're going through in life, don't give up mentally. If you give up mentally, every other thing will follow suit. But equally, mentally say this thing you're going to pull through. You will pull through.
Yes, sir.
And another thing is that you need to understand is that one thing my experience has taught me is that you can't force healing. Real healing is slow. And that's what healing is about. And healing is not linear. There are some days it's not linear, it's not a straight line. You might heal today and relapse the next day, but don't get stuck. Keep pushing. The next day, you keep healing. Like, what I'm saying that, what I mean by healing is not linear is that you might wake up today and you are able to stand up on your feet. That's healing. And you might wake up tomorrow, you're not unable to stand up on your feet. That's also healing.
It's part of the whole thing.
It's part of the whole thing. So some people that you made progress today, you were able to move around, you got excited. Then tomorrow, due to muscle fatigue, you're not able to move around, you relapse, and you want to give up. You should realize that it's also part of healing. It's not linear. Like, it's good today, it may be bad tomorrow, but that is bad tomorrow does not mean that it is totally bad.
Yeah.
It gets better. So there are some days like I feel motivated 100%, like, yeah, I'm good. There are some days like I feel very down. I doubt myself, but I've come to realize that it's all part of the healing. Do you get? And just like I said, don't lose to your mental health. Don't lose to your mental health. Another challenging part of trauma is the one people don't see, the mental challenge aspect of it. Some people might heal from a gunshot injury physically, but they've not healed from it mentally. So as you are healing physically, try to be healing mentally also. That's the only way you can escape that loop.
Yeah.
Do you get? So that's what I'm doing. I'm healing mentally and I'm also healing physically. I'm not just focused on healing physically, no. That's why I'm able to talk to you about my experience because I'm healing mentally also. You get? I've accepted it to be an experience. Do you understand? And experience I've learned from, and not experience I should move on from. Because it's not part of my story. I can't erase that. what happened to me, when it happened to me, for the first 1 week, I was asking, why did it happen to me? What thing I supposed to do to avoid this thing where I not do? I was blaming myself. Why did I go to pick my wife that day? Why didn't I decline? Why I not tell her she enter public transport they come? Do you get? When they hit me, why did I come down? Why did I drive? Like, all those thoughts were like, my brain was just finding someone to blame. And if you're someone that is not mentally strong, you start blaming someone for the situation. I'll come begin to blame my wife. Like, because of you, and this thing happened to me. If I not come pick you, this thing for not happen to me. Begin transfer aggression to her. Before you know it, it start affecting my family, affecting the bond we have. I'll start resenting her because of my situation.
It's very easy to go down that
It's
path. Very easy.
Very easy to go down that path. You're not going down that path because you are mentally strong. I didn't go down that path because I'm mentally strong to accept whatever happened to me, that it happened to me to teach me a lesson. At the time, I was blaming myself. Do you get? So I realized that blaming myself will not change anything. It will not erase anything. Whatever happened has happened. What happened to me now? What did it teach me? What did I learn from it? So it's easy for human beings to look for who to blame. When something happens to people, the first thing is that they look for where to lay blames.
Yeah.
Somebody must take the blame of what happened to them. But I took the blame of what happened to me, and at the same time, I didn't make it too hard on myself.
Right.
Some people blame themselves for what happened to them, and they make it too hard for themselves.
Yeah.
You see them losing mentally.
Yeah.
It start affecting their mental health. They start getting depression and all that. So, what am I saying? Some people heal physically, but they don't heal mentally. So even if when they get over whatever happened to them, mentally they are still stuck in that situation. But when you heal mentally and you heal physically, that's the perfect healing. You heal good.
Yeah.
Like, you see whatever happened to you as experience, something you can talk about and people will learn from it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm doing. So what I'm saying is that whatever anybody is going through, sometimes it is mentally challenging to process. Like, not everybody have the same mental strength. Like, our mental strength is not the same. But be tough enough not to allow your situation defeat you mentally. Once your situation defeats you mentally, but it's hard to bounce back.
True.
True. You will see yourself giving up on everything. One, you give up on things that make you happy. You give up on your family. You give up on even your hustle, things that make you money.
Yeah.
You could just relapse. Yeah. So you don't create another war inside your head. So that's why don't let whatever you are going through. Is it a traumatic event, financial, whatever it is? Don't let it defeat you mentally. Protect your mental health. When the whole thing that happened to me, the first thing I did was to protect my mental health. Do you get? I started reading books. I changed my algorithms on social media. I stopped watching a lot of things. I started watching things that would help me heal. Do you get? I spent a lot of time meditating. And I was doing more of gratitude. I have a gratitude jar, a gratitude book. Every day I write down 5 things I'm grateful for. This was how I was able to equip myself mentally, and win mentally. What am I grateful for today? I'm grateful that I'm still alive. That this thing happened to so many people, they died. So I'm grateful that I'm still alive. I'm grateful to see my kids and be around them. So every day I write down 5 things that I'm grateful for, and I meditate on that 5 things. I occupied my thoughts with things that I'm grateful for. The first week I told you, I was blaming myself. I was asking myself, why did this thing happen to me? But after the second week, I have to pick up myself.
Yeah.
And how was I able to pick up myself? By doing these things now I'm mentioning. Things I'm grateful for. Gratitude is very, very important too. Bro, in healing, if you are grateful that you are here, you will recover. But if you miss the aspect that you're not grateful that you survived, bro, to recover go hard.
That's very important for people to hear this from someone that has gone through what you went through. It's very important.
Gratitude. What happened to me is something that should not happen to me. But then again, I should see beyond it. I'm grateful that I'm here. Do you understand?
Yeah.
There are a lot of people in that hospital that brought in their family member and they didn't live with that family member alive. I left with my family alive. That's winning. That's progress.
Yeah.
What happened to me didn't break me. So I learned how to build on that progress by being grateful. And I realized that all this while I was not grateful enough. Like everything I have, I didn't see it as a blessing until what happened to me happened to me. I started seeing it as a blessing. The other day I was there fantasizing on walking freely and normal. And I remember when this thing has not happened to me, when I didn't have foot drop, and I didn't have to walk with braces. I did see walk as stress. But being on that bed, my only wish is just to stand up and walk around.
Just walk. Let me just walk.
Do you know that those little things we have been overlooked? One also saying a blessing. Just like say being able to take a walk.
Yeah.
Some people don't see it as a blessing.
Huge.
They want to say just move around your estate, walk normal, no pains, no leg swelling and all that. It's something that we see them as stress, but it's something that a lot of people on a wheelchair, on a sick bed are praying for. When I was in the hospital, bro, I tell you, say, every time, what I think now, how to walk. And I can't realize, say, when I've been the walk normal, I know they're grateful, say, at the walk.
You say I was normal.
I say I was normal. But when it was taken away from me, and I realized that it's a blessing. I was watching some of my gym video, the videos I made in the gym on my Instagram. I see myself the squat 5 plates. I was looking at my leg. And then I didn't know how important it was. Until what happened to me. And I realized that small thing where you know saying a blessing, a really blessing, a very big. So what happened to me made me realize that life itself is a very big blessing. Being alive is a very big blessing. Yeah. Being able to move around is a blessing. A very big one that people should be grateful for. That you wake up every day, you're not in pains. Bro, if you know about neuropathy, like when you have a nerve injury, neuropathy, I think, is about the 4th highest pain. After kidney stone, childbirth, you see neuropathy. I was in constant pain for 1 month. like body sensation, tingling, pins and needles, electric shock, constantly. When you feel pain and it stops, it's better. But when the pain, just like you know when I say the chuku pain now come out, you only feel that pain for a minute, it will stop. But this one say they choke that pain, they not come out and still they turn inside your body constantly. So imagine that pain we're supposed to feel for 5 minutes, they feel it constantly.
Yeah.
So I was in that neuropathy, that pain, constantly for 1 month. But I don't if you sleep for nights. Like I was taking pills to be able to sleep. I was taking sleeping pills. And sleeping pills was not working for me. Do you get? So being able to sleep, wake up, is a blessing.
It is, man.
Because in person tell me, say, there will be a time in my life, me go dey beg to sleep. Because I'm this type of person that once I rest my head, pretend to be asleep, I'll sleep off. But during this time, bro, I no fit sleep because my brain dey in a defensive mood. My brain dey in a survival mood. My brain dey interpret everything as threats. I was in shock, trauma. Like something happened now, I could just get this fear. I could just there, I could whether they don't lock this door. You didn't get that kind of all those unnecessary fear. Like all my nerves, my nervous system was in crisis. I want to take sleep. I was slimming down, I was coming down, like I was macheting and all that. Bro, no days, yo. No days. The first day I was able to sleep for 7 hours straight. Bro, I woke up, I was very grateful. I was very happy. You know, say, they happy saying you're able to sleep. I never believe say I would do that kind of situation in my life. Bro, there is a Omo. Ha. It's a crazy experience.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
Bro, thanks for sharing your experience, man. Thanks. I'm sure this is like quite inspiring.
Yeah,
Although for you going through it, that's why I said you're going through, you're carrying it with a lot of grace, man. I'm so grateful. I'm looking forward to, you making a full recovery, which you've come a very long way so far, right? Boom.
Well, God is good, man.
Awesome, man.
And I'm grateful for my wife. Like, so much grateful for her. Like, seriously.
Yeah, shout out to the queen.
Yeah,
bro.
shout out to her. I'm very grateful to her. She didn't make it difficult for me. She make it so easy for me.
That's priceless.
Yeah, that was priceless. Like, she became a shoulder to lean on. Like, she made everything so easy for me. Like, she made sure I was cool and everything. And she was taking care of the family and everything, running around, things I used to do for the family. Like, going out to get stores and all that aspect, man. She couldn't do it. She didn't nag about it for one day. Didn't get like she have to wake up in the morning around 6, get the children ready for school while I'm still in bed because of my condition. She will take care of the house. She will go for her business. She will come back. Everything, like she was running the family 100%. And for one day, she didn't snap. Do you understand?
Yeah, that's amazing. Man.
All the whole stress and everything, she didn't snap. I was expecting her to snap because we are all humans.
Yeah.
Because there was a time everything was just on her. She was doing everything. She's a woman. She started slimming down. I was seeing it. Like the whole stress and every day. Because then in the hospital, she will be with me. Then in the morning, she will come home, take care of the children, make sure the house is in order. She will cook. She will come back to the hospital, make sure I'm good, I'm okay. She will spend the night in the hospital. She sleep on the floor and every other thing. She didn't snap for one day. So she made it very easy for me. I'm grateful for that. Very, very, very fucking grateful for that aspect that she gave me this assurance that I deal with you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Person give you, don't say person tell you, person show you. Telling you I deal with you and showing you I deal with you are two different things.
Yeah, big time.
She showed me I deal with you. You get.
Mm.
So she's someone that every day she tell me that things will get better. I'll walk on my feet again. I will run again. That she's a very, let me say, she's a big part of my recovery. Then my kids too. I'm very grateful. And my family and friends, everybody, I'm grateful. And whoever is watching me today, whoever is listening to what I'm saying today, whatever it is you are going through, is it traumatic experience? Is it trauma? Is it pressure, financial pressure, whatever it is? Take this from me. You will pull through if you don't allow it get to you mentally. Once you are still 100% here, you can pull through anything. So don't let your mental health win. It's a struggle. It's a challenge. It's going to test you. It's not always easy, but Kwechiri, don't let your mental health win. Win your mental health. Be in control of your mental health.
Mm.
When you are in control of your mental health, when you have your mindset right, whatever things happen around you, you get over it. So this is my take home points. Or if you're watching this video, learn this thing from me, from my experience. A survivor of gunshots. A gunshot survivor. Someone that was shot in both legs, had two surgeries in both legs. I survived it, had this traumatic experience. I survived it because I'm mentally strong. Please don't lose to your mental health.
Man, I think we should end it here, bro. Thanks so much, man. Whoa, man. Okay.
Sure. Yeah,
Cool.
we don't talk for long.